Prebiotics and probiotics. What are they? Are they necessary? And where's the best sources? Prebiotics and probiotics is very important for our gut health. Our gut health, our gut biome. Why is it a gut biome? It's a whole ecosystem living inside of us. Why is the gut biome important? Well, the gut biome helps us digest foods, but in the same turn, it gives us beneficial things. GABA, something that brings our anxiety, is produced by the gut biome. 70% of our immune system is based in our gut. And also, the gut-brain axis, they communicate with each other. Gut feeling, when we're stressed, we don't feel very well. The gut affects our mental health also. Serotonin and dopamine is predominantly produced in our gut biome. That being said, if we don't take care of the gut, our quality of life suffers. We're more inclined to depression, anxiety, irritable bowel syndrome, indigestion, bloatedness, and more systemic inflammation. Now, how do we take care of the gut biome? That is where prebiotics and probiotics come in. Probiotics. Probiotics means living bacteria. Pro, living. These are the bacteria we consume in our diet, we breathe in, and we find in the air where we live. That is what proliferates the gut biome and the kind of bacteria we have. Prebiotics then is what the bacteria likes to eat. Think of prebiotics as the food for those bacteria. Think of it this way. You either love broccoli or you hate broccoli. You either love Brussels sprouts or you hate Brussels sprouts. You either love aubergines or you hate aubergines, or you hate all three of those. And same with bacteria. Certain bacteria likes eating certain kinds of fibers. And those kind of fibers is what we call prebiotics. So probiotics is the living bacteria. Prebiotics is the food for said bacteria. Now, where do we get prebiotics? That has been the problem over the last decade even. Fermented foods. We've been consuming less fermented foods than we've done in the past. And what are fermented foods? Think about things like kombucha, kefir, sauerkraut, kvass, yogurt, Mars. But the problem with yogurt and Mars, pasteurization. The moment we pasteurize something, we kill off all bacteria. That doesn't mean we don't get yogurt or Mars that is living. You need to look on the label that it says live active cultures. If it says live active cultures, that is living bacteria. We can consume it then. But also making your own sauerkraut, making your own kimchi, finding a SCOBY to start making your own kombucha. These things are actually very simple to make. It might take you 10-15 minutes to Google it and done. How I even make my own yogurt generally, buy a live active yogurt, put that in with 2 liters of milk, put it in a little jar, close it, leave it outside for a day. You've got yogurt, put it in the fridge. When it's nearly done, you just do the same again. Top it up with milk, let it stand outside for a day or two, you've got yogurt. Even traditionally, a lot of people make their own Mars. If we pasteurize it, we've killed all the bacteria. So then what about probiotic capsules? If you are going through a course of antibiotics or something like that, yes, probiotics can help because antibiotics kill off a lot of the bacteria, good or bad. Problem with probiotics, firstly, they cost a lot of money. I don't like wasting money on things that don't give me benefit in the long run. Secondly, the moment we stop taking those probiotics and those bacteria isn't in our general diet, they will start dying off. So think about it. If you want to have a healthy gut biome, you must make sure you ingest fermented food on a regular basis. What the gold standard is, what we aim for, is 2 to 3 servings of fermented food at least every 2 days. Daily will be best, but I know it's not feasible for all of us. This is where you need to do a bit of the work. Start fermenting your own sauerkrauts, your own Mars, your own yogurts and things. It's a lot cheaper than buying it, but also it gives you the benefit of consuming it on a daily basis. Your digestion, your body, and your mind will thank you for that. On to prebiotics. Fiber. So where do we get fiber? Plants, 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 plants. Fruits and vegetables are amazing. But for the best bang of your buck are things like legumes, beans. You know me, I'm always hammering on this whole bean things, beans, 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 because they are packing tons of fiber, whole grains, the things as close to Mother Nature as possible in the carb family. Beans will always be number one here. Secondly is all the whole grains. Third is all the fruits and vegetables. These are on fiber content that I rate them as third, second, and first. Now, also something to think about. A lot of times when we start increasing our fiber intake, we say quickly, no, it doesn't work for me. I feel bloated. I feel gassy. Yes, that's actually the sign why you might need to increase your fiber intake. You don't have enough of that bacteria to actually break down those fiber strands. And that's a good sign. That means you need more of those bacteria. So the thing is I want you to think about here, it takes about 10 to 20 days for those bacteria to catch up, where the bloatedness and the gassiness will go down. I know we always joke about beans. It's weapons of mass destruction. When we eat beans, our farts can empty a whole village. The reason for that is those fibers stay in the intestines longer than they should, so they start fermenting. That fermentation process is what creates the gases, the bloatedness. With time, that will go away. Most South Africans actually only eat around 5 to 6 grams of fiber per day. The goal we want is 30 to 35 grams of fiber per day minimum. That's where we really start to see the benefits of prebiotics. I won't say go from day 1 to day 2, going from 5 gram to 35. Take it week by week. First week, say you're going to have 1 cup of cooked beans every day or 2. Do that for a week. Then, you know what? I'm going to have a daily. You know what? Now I'm going to add some more whole grains. Slowly build up your tolerance to fiber, and your gut biome will thank you, but so will your mental clarity, your anxiety, your depression. Food and the gut biome has such a potential to make us do better at life, feel better, think better. But at the same time, we also need to think, what destroys a healthy gut biome? Well, first and foremost, a lack of adequate probiotics and prebiotics in the diet. Then also, lifestyle factors, the forms of escape, such things as emotional eating, which is usually these highly processed foods, trans fats. Alcohol is another big one that kills off a lot of the good bacteria. Stress and not being calm, not dealing with the stresses of life. That will also affect our gut biome. Because when we are stressed, we have less blood flow going to our intestines, less blood flow going through our whole digestive tract. And over time, that can lead to more of the good bacteria dying off and more of the bad ones taking hold. So it's not just the food. We also need to think about things like stress management. Sleep is another important one. If you take care of your gut biome, it will take care of you. So in a nutshell, probiotics, living bacteria, start getting it in at least once a day, twice a day for most beneficial results. Prebiotics, fiber, fiber, fiber. Start slow, gradually build up. Start with some whole grains, legumes, fruits and vegetables, and then also bringing down the stresses of life. There's methods of escape, those highly processed foods, the alcohol, the not sleeping, the not dealing with my stress. Once we start addressing these things, give it a month or so, and you'll be surprised how much better you feel physically and mentally. And that's my take on pre and probiotics. Thanks for watching the video. Send this to a friend that you think might benefit from it. If you've got any questions, drop me in the comments down below. And I would really appreciate a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. And until our next one, remember, be better today than you were yesterday.